I'm sorry, I need a break. I can't. Oh my.
This is my recap and reaction to Sister Wives Look Back Part 1, the spin-off where they look back at old clips from the show and react to them, and Robyn storms out of the interview and has another epic meltdown too in this episode, which is no surprise to anyone anymore. The episode also breaks the fourth wall, and we see some conversations happening with the producers. So Kody starts the episode by saying that these types of episodes are a game of gotcha. Well, probably. The first clip is from the very beginning in season 1 when Kody says he fell in love, then fell in love again, then fell in love again. And things seemed light and fun. Robyn starts to cry. Yes, she's crying already, not even like a minute in. Not surprised. And says that's the family I fell in love with way before Kody. They all seem to agree that what was in season 1 was the good old days where they supported each other, did the prayer circle thing they used to do, and the kids were a cohesive group. Kody's reaction is, we look terrible. We look awful. He looks grossed out at how they look. I don't agree, though. I think they actually looked pretty great back then. Next is the iconic clip where Kody tells the kids he wants to invite Robyn to join their family. And Maddie is playing with her hair next to Kody in this scene. The kids were excited to welcome Robyn into the family. They're all cheering. But Mary says in her confessional, the kids had never known the experience of having a new mom enter the family, and so they didn't really know what they were getting into. If they only knew, maybe they wouldn't have cheered. I don't know if they would, in retrospect. Next is the clip where Robyn says, Kody's my soulmate in the mirror, and they're filmed going out on a date in the early days of their courtship. Mary doesn't even want to watch that clip. She asks the producer, do I have to watch this? I don't know if that means her relationship with Robyn is less friendly or she's just still not into watching Kody romance a wife or whatever. Kody says, that was a special time in my life. I finally fell in love. In the old clips with Robyn, Kody says he's in love with Robyn, but it doesn't diminish the love he has for the other wives. Mary asks in her confessional, was he lying then or is he lying now? Hard to tell, but everyone's confused by the lovey-dovey clips from the past. Did he love them or not? What is the truth? And oh wait guys, this is so ironic. Robyn starts to talk about how she's seen favorites in polygamy before, and if she would have seen that happening in that family, she would have backed away really fast. Like, can you believe that? She thinks favoritism in polygamy is destructive, but hello Robyn, is she completely oblivious? Is this the Twilight Zone? You are a favorite. What a charade. Next, we're getting into how Robyn included the wives in the planning for her wedding to Kody. We learn that some polygamists don't include the family in the wedding. Mary says that Janelle and she got matching dresses, so she was very involved in that. Not sure why, but they wore black dresses. But at Christine's wedding, Mary felt like a guest. And Robyn was seen as very generous to include them in everything at that point, even wedding dress shopping. But there was a weird catch. Kody and Robyn had already gone dress shopping and picked a dress together, so the outing with the wives was kind of smoke and mirrors, but they had no idea. And we move on to the part where Kody confesses that he picked Robyn's wedding dress. Obviously, this is a controversial moment in season 1. Kody says that was a hard one. Christine says that that was the day she realized that he loved Robyn more than her when they got married. And here, Robyn and Kody try to defend themselves, but they contradict themselves so hard. Robyn says, actually, he didn't pick the dress, I picked it, and he gave his input. We did nothing wrong. And Kody says, I knew what I wanted Robyn to wear, and he seemed almost insulted that he wasn't included in the dress shopping with the wives. I mean, usually the groom does not see the dress before. The groom picking the dress is highly unusual. He says that the problem with being involved with Christine's dress is that he didn't really want to be married to her. Boom. What a jerk. What a jerk. Janelle says that the whole thing with Robyn's dress was a terrible move on Kody's part. Now we're talking about Robyn's pregnancy announcement with Solomon, her first baby with Kody, how some people in the family didn't really react that great to the news. There were some unhappy faces in the audience, let's say. Kody says that there were some weird attitudes about Robyn being pregnant. Janelle says that the teenagers thought that maybe they had too many kids, they hit their quota. And Robyn says that she's had to do a lot of forgiveness to the fact that some people didn't want to accept Solomon in pregnancy and even after he was born. But when she was pregnant with her second child with Kody, Ariella, reactions were a whole lot better. Kody says it's because they were in the cul-de-sac, he thinks, and they were just in a better place there. When Solomon was announced, they were in rentals and displaced and all that, so I mean, no one was in a great mood anyway. They play a variety of clips showing Kody being lovey-dovey with Janelle, Mary, and Christine, and it's kind of weird to look at this. Honestly, he looks in love with them, but Kody says, it was a struggle, and he was being quote-unquote optimistic at the time. And oh gosh, we're going way back now, talking about Mary and Kody considering having another baby using IVF. This was early seasons, like a major storyline. She says that the day Kody finally told her that he didn't really want to do IVF anymore, she was going to tell him that she wanted to. So that must have hurt her a lot. And Kody says he just felt that their marriage had gotten toxic within that year. Kody was very cold to Mary in that scene, I thought, and in his confessional recently, when he was reacting to the scene, he said he's happy that he didn't go through with it, which is pretty insensitive to say that. Mary says she doesn't know where their kid would stand now with Kody if she had done it 11 years ago, because he treats his children differently, especially the kids of the wives he's no longer with. Like, there's definitely differences. Clips showing Christine and Robyn's jealousy situation did come up, and Christine said that she didn't know early on if Robyn wanted to be married to Kody or wanted a big family. Something just didn't make sense to her. And Robyn says on that she can go to God with a clear conscience. Basically, like, her intentions, she maintains, were pure. And this is the whole thing with Robyn. She talks about her intentions, but her actions speak differently. And the next clip is, I can't believe it, the catfishing. I didn't think they were going to go there. But Mary is crying hard in all these scenes. You'll remember that when they were in Vegas, Mary started an online relationship with someone who ended up being a woman, so it wasn't the person that they said they were. Kody says that he's mad about this to this day because Mary won't admit that she had an online affair because she was also a victim. And Mary says that the whole thing was the product of their marriage being horrible for years, and that Kody would literally go to sleep, his back turned to her, and he just stopped, being there for her. So I mean, in my opinion, she did have an online affair. Like, it's kind of hard to say that she didn't. It was an emotional affair for sure. And she met up with the person, if I remember correctly, and, she was definitely caught up in something. But also probably true that she was acting out and not in a good headspace because of her and Kody's marriage, how it was all kind of going downhill. And the final clip that they show in this episode, it's the family celebration in Vegas with the freaking mission statement. The big party they were planning for what seemed like a year. And in this scene where Kody starts to recite the mission statement to the audience, Robyn loses it. She's like, how do I turn this off? I can't watch this. I can't watch this. She takes off her mic. No one stops her at all or tries to convince her to stay, and she storms off and slams the door, saying that she needs a moment. Do I think that Robyn hates filming? I'm starting to think so. She looks either miserable or is crying hysterically. She probably knows about the hate that she's getting from fans. I don't know, but I'm starting to honestly worry about Robyn's mental health. What is going on? All right, well, if you want more Sister Wives content, click on this video here on my end screens, and I'll be back with more Sister Wives content. Bye, guys!